Puerto Viejo, el Lazy Mon, el Lazy Mon.
Hey guys, this is Khalil, one of the owners of the Lazy Mon, coming to you from a place that you love. But there's been a lot of rumors about the Lazy Mon and what's happening with the Lazy Mon, so I'm here to tell you what's going on with the Lazy Mon right now. But first, a little history about the Lazy Mon. The Lazy Mon was started by 6 of us, a group of friends, family, came together, threw in what little money we all had in order to start this project in Puerto Viejo called the Lazy Mon at Stanford. We had just enough money to do some renovations, to try to lighten up the place, add some natural materials, do the best we could to lighten up a dark place. When we finally got the doors open on January 1st of 2011, we had enough money to buy a couple of cases of beers. So we bought a couple of cases of beers, and every time we sold a case of beer, we'd go out and buy 2. And we kept doing this until we built something. We kept doing that until we built something that you know as the Lazy Mon today. We were so broke at the very beginning that my wife and I would close the doors, put together some cushions, put a sheet over the cushions, and go to sleep for the night and wake up and do it all again. But we kept grinding, we kept fighting until we finally started to see some movement. And one day we started to throw parties. And these parties grew and grew and grew until it became some of the biggest parties that the Caribbean has seen. Some of the funnest parties with a good vibe in the world. When we first started the Lazy Mon, we had envisioned a few different things, a few different outcomes. One outcome was that at some point we would find some investors or make the money ourselves in order to branch out, build a few different Lazy Mons, or a lot of different Lazy Mons around the world, or any combination of those things. Or at some point, if we decided that we were ready to do another adventure, explore our entrepreneurship, we would have an option to sell the location and the brand to someone that had the capital and energy to keep moving it forward, take what we had done and grow it to be even better. But over the years, we became sidetracked. The business was running us a lot more than we were running the business. We had a lot of creative ideas and we accomplished a lot of them, but a lot of them went to the wayside because we were so focused on just keeping the doors open, keeping everything with a good vibe, good energy. Every time we would get 2 steps forward, we get knocked 4 steps back by whether it's a mistake that we made, whether it's the government of a young country. Just every time we got ahead, something would come and knock us back down. So about a year ago, we decided to go ahead and put the business on the market. Initially, this was in order to hopefully find potential investors more than actually sell the brand. Some people that could come in and take on some of the burden of the day-to-day as we focused on the future. For the past few months, we actually had some opportunities. We had a gentleman that was very serious about buying the location and the brand. And because of all of the piracy, the things that have been happening in this neighborhood, in this area, they decided it wasn't good at the time for that because of all these things. The concession laws in the area are changing. So we're currently finalizing an agreement where the Lazy Mon location, the Lazy Mon at Stanford, will return to being the new Stanford. And we have good faith and trust that they will continue the work that we have done here of making a fun, safe place with good energy that makes people happy from all over the world. This was not the outcome that we had imagined years ago or even months ago. But as we look at it, we're finding out that it's actually one of the best options for us, because what we found out over this time is that the biggest asset, or the best asset that we have gained over this time, it's not financial, it's not material, it's actually you guys. It's all the people around the world that have visited the Lazy Mon or have been affected by the Lazy Mon in a good way. All the people that have built friendships, families, and lives from experiences and time spent at the Lazy. So as we move forward, we're not looking for another location right now, because what we're looking for is the freedom to do what we started doing 8.5 years ago, was creating something from essentially nothing. We created something from just a location, and it's a very beautiful location. And now we want to spend some time to create something again from just you guys, from just ideas, from not concepts. Get back to creating. This is something that we've been looking forward to, something that we've wanted to do for years, but we were too consumed by the business to do it. As we move forward, we're not looking at brick and mortar for Lazy anymore, or at least not for now. We're not looking for restrictions of a location. We don't want the restrictions of lease terms, of being in a location that is essentially not ours. We're looking forward to freedom. Freedom to build the brand the way that we wanted to build it over these past few years, but we're tied up in the day-to-day. So what exactly does this mean? We're not 100% sure what that means yet. What we do know is that we want to focus on the story. We want to focus on what made the Lazy Mon the Lazy Mon. There's so many beautiful, sad, angry, ridiculous stories that came from this place that we didn't have a chance to even share with you because we were too busy running the business. So we're going to focus on that, telling the story of the Lazy Mon, how it became, what it was like around here on a daily basis. Another thing we're going to do is we're going to teach you the things that we learned, the mistakes that we made, how it is to run a business in the Caribbean, Costa Rica, in a pirate town, in a town with very few laws, where we kind of patrol ourselves, where we have to be the sheriff, the mother, the father, the sister, the brother, all these things at one time, the business owner. We can tell you all about those things, and so that you don't make the same mistakes that we do if you're planning on having a business in Costa Rica. We're also going to focus on creating. We're going to focus on the music like we've always done over these years. We're going to focus on still creating some of the biggest, best parties that have been thrown on this coast, and some of the funnest parties from around the world. So our focus is on building the brand without the restrictions of a building, without the restrictions of a government, without the restrictions of a lease. So on Costa Rican Mother's Day weekend, August 18th, Lazy Mon will be reborn into a new brand. We're going to revamp our image. We're going to take a leap into the future. So we're excited about these changes, and Lazy Mon is going to dive into a new adventure. We hope to see you there. No boundaries, no borders. Lazy Mon is everywhere.
Puerto